the general public? There's obviously a lot of misinformation out there. So it's very common for boxers to take IVs? Like
I didn't say boxers, I said athletes in general.
Okay.
I mean, if Michael Jordan if he's feeling, when I know there was several occasions during his career where even the flu game where he's take fluids, IVs at halftime. I've known athletes to do that. When I fought Carlos Molina, my coach he was all sick in the locker room. I get there, he's laid out, IV in his arm because he wasn't feeling well. So I've known athletes in other sports to take it, but because it's Floyd Mayweather, he takes it. Oh my God, it's a big deal.
I don't think though that I don't think it's because he's taking the IV. I think it's because he didn't apply for it before the fight, and he applied for it like
I don't know the facts about when he applied. I don't have no information on how the IV thing. I heard about it just like you guys heard about it. I didn't know. I have no inside information regarding IV. I'm just saying we're focusing on the IV. That's what our focus is on.
Do you sense there's a kind of witch hunt against
Yes,
Floyd?
I do. Because the same guy that wrote the story, that leaked the story, is the same guy that did a witch hunt a few years ago on him.
Talking about Thomas
Houser. So that I have a problem with that.
Sure.
So the same guy that leaked the story is the same guy. They're on this chase. It's not like he leaked the story or you leaked the story. The same guy that's been after Floyd is the same guy that leaked the story. Now, we're talking about an IV. Now, if his testosterone was elevated or something was going on, I get it. Come down on him, but we're talking about an IV, man. That's the problem I had.
I think one of the things though about why people are jumping on this is because Floyd has been such a huge spokesman against, for boxing to be a clean sport.
What has changed? The man felt dehydrated, his piss was dark, and he took an IV. What has changed with him taking an IV? What has that changed with his principle of wanting to clean up the sport? Why didn't they come hard down on Manny when they wanted to make the fight years ago when all it came down to testing it and he didn't want to test? Where has been the witch hunt for that?
People did come on.
Yeah, but they're all forgiven. Just like the man who's cheated on his wife, wore fishnets, and did drugs and admittedly done so. Now he's the savior of the sport. All forgiven. But when it comes to my promoter, who doesn't have the roster of all these other promoters, has made 3, and I usually don't play the race card, but who has Mexicans, who has Badu Sweden, we have one from Romania, but he's made 3 black kids, 3 little black kids, me from the ghetto, I don't know where Mickey's background, but me coming from Northtown, he made 3 champions. Like I said, after this fight, I think I'm about to break 7 figures, so he's made us champions, and no praise in that. No praise whatsoever. He gets no accolades for what he's doing in this sport, and I just find it amazing, but all forgiven with those other guys.
Do you think the timing of this is also that they
most
do it like
definitely.
2 days before the fight?
Most definitely. Let's bring it up before the fight. How about that? Let's do it. Why wouldn't we do this a while ago? All this forgiven with the other guy. Any chance they get, they want to bring up, he was in court, he did this 2 years ago, or he did that 2 years ago, or he did this. But all this forgiven with the guy dressing in fishnets, cheating on his wife, and admittedly did drugs. He's the savior of the sport now.
Obviously, Floyd's
he's not fighting anymore either.
Yeah, but still, he's promoting and fighting. You can't have it both ways. You either got to be a fan or you got to be a reporter. We got to report on the good he's doing. Right now, he's making champions. We're not reporting on that. We're not reporting that he has not even close to the roster as a TR or a GBP, but he's making world champions. He's got 3 already. And he's made a Las Vegas firstborn champion, whether I had the damn title for 1 day or whether I had it 365 days. No matter how long I had it, I did something in the history that nobody in this state ever done before. But he doesn't get no accolades for that either.
Obviously, Floyd's a very polarizing guy, and he owns that. He knows that there'll be some people who love him and some people who don't like him, and he has no problem with that. But is the danger when a report like this comes out a few days before a fight that the people who are determined not to like Floyd now have another thing to kind of beat him with?
No, I don't. I'm speaking up on my behalf.
Do you think Hauser had an agenda?
Oh, definitely. I mean, like I said, the same guy that reported, that was on a witch hunt a couple years ago, reported this. But I don't. You got to realize it. Let's separate me and Floyd. This is me talking.
Sure.
This has nothing to do with him. I was going to say this anyway. I don't think he gives a shit what you guys think. He's always said that. I asked him before, when I first signed with him and he fought Cotto, I said, man, I was walking out and I heard all these damn boos. I said, how do you do it? He said, man, I don't care. Whether they boo me or they cheer me, they still pay to see me. and I'm always focused on the prize and the lights. I cut it on when the lights come on.
You're saying it, but you're also saying it as his friend.
Yeah, as his friend, but I'm saying that's what he told me because I want to know how he deals with that. The guy gets so much hate. Like when I'm walking in the arena, all them damn boos. I'm like, how do you deal with that, man? Like, how do you deal with all those boos? Like I said, I don't think I think he doesn't care about the report either way. However you guys spin it, however they spin it, however Thomas House spin it, he doesn't care.
So you think they're trying to get anything just to say, like they don't even read the story, they just hear about some drug testing and they want to assume already he's doing something bad?
Of course. I mean, he's the number one athlete in the world, and I get it. Number one boxer in the world, I get it. Same thing with Serena Williams. I'm not going to play the race card in these two sports, but ironically, both of them are African American. She's gotten backlash with the way she looks. Some people said Caitlyn Jenner has looked better, a man that has presumably become a woman. I don't know what the hell it is, but I mean, I just find it ironic that two of the best athletes, her and Mayweather, they get that kind of backlash, even from just her looks. And I think she's one of the greatest tennis players. I mean, she wins the U.S. Open this week. You got to put her up there as one of the best women of all time. She's up there right now. But I want her to break Steffi before I give her that. I want her to get to 23, and then I'll give her that. But arguably right now, one of the best of all time, and she's facing backlash of how she looks and maybe ped use in the past. I mean, this shit has got to stop.
How does this affect you guys as a team? Because it's not you that are doing it, but this is your promoter that you guys got to kind of protect at the end of the day. That's what you kind of built there.
I mean, he doesn't, when he does stuff for us, like I've known, we got about maybe 10, 15 fighters. I want to say roughly anywhere between 10 to 15. I don't have a number. Maybe he's bought 90% cars. He's paid people rent. He's giving people money. And he doesn't care if that gets reported. Doesn't care. He doesn't say, go to TMZ and tell them I bought you a car. Or go to USA Today, go to Yahoo, tell them I paid your rent this month and I'm not taking that money back. So I don't think he cares whether it's good or bad. So it doesn't affect us because we know what he expects from the game, and there's nothing. He felt like he done what he had to do. For us, it's frustrating at times, but I'll just go speak out about it because I've been in the game 15 years, and I think some of his criticism is unworthy. The way he fights, perhaps.
Have you been wanting to do this for a while?
Yeah, it's built up over time. I mean, the man's criticized the way he fights, and like I said, I compare it to a running back. If you got a good running back and he about to score a touchdown, you're basically asking the running back, slow down and take on punishment. If the man is better than you and he can hit you and not get hit, what the hell is he going to stand there and take punishment for? In a lot of the fights, he's sitting right in the pocket. He sat there with Canelo, made him miss, made him pay, and he's criticized for the way he fights. You guys want him to fight this guy now, so go up and fight Triple G. It's crazy to me, man. This stuff is crazy to me.
Do you think that